Hello and welcome back to Sonic 3 and Knuckles. This is part 11. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Tabby. In the last part, we watched a bunch of lemmings jump off a cliff.
Yes.
And now we're in Sandopolis, my least favourite level in the game.
Why would that be? Is it that enemies or...?
All up Tails died. Yay!
Yes,
No, why am I hurting Tails? I like Tails. I'm trying to do the joke with you. Making sure that you don't forget. But, I don't know. The reason... It's not a bad level. It's just not that great. Yeah. There are some people I've seen on YouTube, typically when people say worst level in the game, it's either this or Carnival Night Zone. And I love Carnival Night Zone. So, this is my least favourite level in the game.
But it doesn't mean it's rubbish, it's just...
It's mediocre.
Yeah.
Well, not mediocre, in terms of
not as good in comparison.
Yeah. Well, I'd say I'd play this before I'd play something else. But, in terms of the entire game, it's just the lowest point.
Yeah.
I mean, with the final level in the game, yeah, I'd say it's a bit... It's not that as fun as the rest of the levels, but that's kind of because it's more challenging, which makes sense. It's not so much Act 1, which is the bad thing about it. It's more Act 2, which is what I love. Everyone basically says. Act 1 is good.
Yep.
Act 2 is kind of evil. Act 2 is too long. And it's also the place where I had my other death. I edited out the death, which took place in Marble Garden Zone, but I didn't edit it out in this level. But I did edit out... No. Oh, you'll see when I get to it. I die and then I cut back to where I was.
Right.
I don't... Because it was kind of hard. With Marble Garden Zone it was easier because I died just before getting the level.
Right. So
I could cut easily. You can't really pass a checkpoint and then cut. Go back at the checkpoint. That would look a bit fake. And this is a Knuckles only path. You have to be Knuckles. Oh god, this is going to be boring. We're going to run out of commentary.
Yes. Have you ever been to Egypt?
Yes. In fact, do you remember that there was a bomb in Sharm el Sheikh, Egypt?
Yeah.
I was in Sharm el Sheikh when it happened. I was actually in the plane going home as it exploded. So it was a lucky escape.
Did you hear it?
Oh no, I just... When we got home, there were like headlines.
Yeah.
Sharm el Sheikh blew up and stuff.
Yeah.
So, we're like, what? But yeah. Lucky for us. Oh, and look, the level's already over, so it's not that bad. But then again, what we have here is a boss fight even stupider than the last one, where he hit himself on the head. This is ridiculous. It is the worst excuse for a boss fight I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god, he's a retard. He looks intimidating, doesn't he?
Somehow I'm going to struggle to believe that he is there.
You mean...
Is this in the background sand or lava?
That's sand, Patrick. Right. It's not like the level's called Sandopolis, though, and there's a pyramid.
I wasn't sure.
And we're going to drown Tails here.
Yeah. Drown.
He's dead. And now we're going to drown ourselves. That's the boss fight.
Is that all you have to do?
That's all you have to do. Look, the flag has come down. Oh, look at all those items I got. One thing that's annoying. Oh yeah, when you're near something and it's time to pose, they will start to run.
Oh.
And here's another thing. Because the level makes us move to the right, it now immediately collects both of those item boxes, so I don't have my electric shield anymore. Because now we're going in the pyramid. And this level is boring. It's long, it's tedious, it's boring. The gimmick here is that there are switches that activate the lights. And in these switches, it turns it back to daytime. Well, I mean light. But we're going to get to a point where we're going to find some ghosts. We're going to activate the ghosts.
Yeah.
And then, as it progressively gets darker, they become a bit more violent. Which is not great. And I'm wondering if I should start on the 7th mystery of Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Is it relevant?
I would say so.
Is there a better time to do it?
Well, it depends if we run out of commentary, Patrick.
Right.
Then again, we're going to stop after the next part so we can refresh ourselves, so I'll do it now. Lava Reef Zone is a cool level. Okay, the 7th mystery of Sonic 3 and Knuckles is something that a lot... You know how, with film series, how when you get to a film series and they make a rubbish sequel, fans will be like, no, doesn't exist. Doesn't exist.
Yeah, like...
It's kind of a bit like that.
Right.
Okay, basically, you know there's a Knuckles playthrough?
Yep.
Where you play as Knuckles. Basically, it was set in stone at this point when this game came out that the Knuckles playthrough took place after Sonic's playthrough. Sonic and Knuckles are now friends. Spoiler alert. And, well, basically, it's his own adventure. But when Sonic 4 was released, Sonic 4 Episode 1, it was stated in Sonic 4 that it took place after Sonic 3 and before Sonic and Knuckles.
Right.
We can understand why they would kind of say that,
Yeah.
but it doesn't make sense chronologically.
Yep.
And another thing is that they stated that the Knuckles playthrough of the game takes place at the exact same time as Sonic's playthrough.
Okay.
Even though there is clear evidence in the gameplay that it takes place afterwards. Like, for instance, when Knuckles first gets here, Knuckles' playthrough is actually harder than Sonic's playthrough. When Knuckles first gets here, the ghosts in this level are already released. And there are some other things, like when he's in Angel Island Zone, for example.
Yep.
When Sonic's in Angel Island Zone, in the background is the ocean.
Yeah.
But when you're playing as Knuckles, it's in the sky. Because at the end of the game, we will actually get to see that we restore power to the Master Emerald and the floating island starts to float again. Which is evidence that it takes place after. So a lot of fans are like, what the hell are you doing? So I think it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it is Sega messed up. They forgot about all this stuff and said something they shouldn't have. At the same time, it's not something you should detract from the experience. And this is the moment, Patrick.
Does the ghosts get buffed?
Well, they will. But seeing as I'm hypersonic, it's okay. Ooh! I died. I did the double jump, went in between the switch and the ceiling, and crushed myself. To be fair though, I think I did quite well in this playthrough to only have died twice via being crushed when you're not supposed to be crushed.
Yeah.
And now I'm at 98 lives. I'd be at 99 by now if I hadn't just died! Oh my god. How dare they? But do not worry, Patrick. I shall soon hit 99 lives.
Okay. We'll look forward to it.
You look forward to it. Wow. Amazing.
So we can celebrate your wonderful skill.
Get the queen ready. I paid my dues. Do 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 boom boom boom. Time after time. Boom 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 boom. How does it feel that we've now gotten rid of all 7 mysteries of Sonic 3 and Knuckles?
Yeah, it feels appropriate that we do it in the last remaining
Half.
No, the 7th wonder of the ancient world.
Yes, I took it off there. Like the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. And the Statue of Zeus. Or was it the Temple of Zeus?
Temple of Zeus.
The pyramids.
The statue of...
The pyramids are the only ones that are still alive. Yeah. And the Babylon Gardens is the only one we don't know if it really existed or not. In Sonic Riders it exists. It's the ancient gardens of Babylon. Okay, we're gonna hit 99 lives. Soon. Are you ready, Patrick?
I'm ready.
Keep your eyes. Oh!
Hey!
Yes! Woo! And to celebrate, we're going to defeat the boss now before it plays the boss music. Yeah! That's what you get, Eggman, for being a retard. Well, that's the end of Sonic 3 and Knuckles Part 11. See you in Part 12 as we tackle Lava Reef Zone.
Yes.
Which doesn't make much sense.
Why
Lava
not?
reef.
Yeah.
It's a reef made of lava? What the hell?
Confusing.
Oh well, goodbye.
See you later.